want to go over one of the most popular sides is probably a vegetable. And if you're anything like me and you're just like, what do I do with these vegetables to make them look good, taste good, so that everybody will be excited to eat them? My usual go-to is to steam or roast my vegetables, which they're delicious and I love them. But sometimes you want a little bit more flavor, or just something that's different. And so today I want to go over a recipe in Pampered Chef's new season's best book for the fall winter of 2025 is their roasted vegetable salad, which utilizes Brussels sprouts. And I know Brussels sprouts tend to be some of people's not very favorite vegetable. As for me, I absolutely love Brussels sprouts. I'll eat them, just steam them, roast them, delicious. But I've made this roasted vegetable salad recipe once and it was absolutely delicious. And I hope you'll enjoy it too. So let's stop chit chatting and let's cook. To start, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 425, and we are going to bake on our stone pan. And so you're going to want to put your pan in your oven before you preheat. That way your pan will preheat with your oven. You want your pan to be hot as well as your oven. Turn that 425. And while that is preheating, we will get our vegetables ready. So to start out, you're going to want about 24 ounces of Brussels sprouts. And to prepare I already have got most of mine cut up here, along with one red onion cut into small wedges. For the Brussels sprouts, you're going to cut off this little end right here and cut it in half. But if you have a really big Brussels sprout, like this thing is huge, these really big ones, you want to cut into quarters. We're going to cut it in half and then cut it in half again and add it to our other Brussels sprouts and our red onion. Okay? And after that, we're going to take our onion and Brussels sprout mixture, and you want to drizzle 2 tablespoons. You can use vegetable oil, or I'm using olive oil in mine. You just want to drizzle that on top. I like to drizzle just a little bit. You can use a spoon, spatula, whatever is easier for you to mix. I like to kind of toss mine. I managed to figure out how to do that without throwing it all over my floor. So toss a little bit, put in the rest of the oil, and toss a little bit. Make sure it gets coated really well. Okay, and then I have prepared right here is 2 tablespoons of Pampered Chef's Savory Maple Spice Blend. This blend is so good. It's good on with this recipe. Pampered Chef also has a recipe for salmon that they make using this. It was so good. You wouldn't think maple and salmon would go good together, but it was delicious. Get that all nice and coated. And once our oven is preheated, we will toss this on the bar pan. Be careful because the pan in the oven will be very hot. Okay, good to go. Okay, our oven is preheated, so now we are going to add our vegetables. Remember, it's very hot, be careful. The pan is nice and hot. We're going to take our Brussels sprouts and onions, spread them evenly on the pan. Okay, and we are going to let that cook for 19 to 21 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 20 minutes and take a look at it. While our vegetables are cooking, we're going to make the dressing. The recipe also does call for 2 cups of cooked wild rice. So I have decided to leave out the wild rice. I did that last time. It's just not something I feel like putting in. But if you would like to add the wild rice, now would be a great time to prepare that according to the directions. If it takes longer than the 20 minutes for your Brussels, maybe do that before you start your Brussels. Get that going so it's ready at about the same time. So for the dressing, we're going to need a small bowl, using my little mini whisk again, and we're going to start with a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard, 3 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of the Pampered Chef Savory Maple Seasoning Blend, and we're going to do 6 tablespoons of oil. I prefer olive oil. You can do whatever oil. If you prefer vegetable oil, avocado oil would probably also work here. I'm going to go ahead and go with the olive oil. 4. Okay. And last, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Okay. It's a very full little bowl. So mix carefully. If you are also using a smaller bowl, make sure you don't spill olive oil or any oil all over your countertop. Not be a fun mess to clean up. And after you're done making your dressing, while we're still waiting for our vegetables to bake, you can also prepare, the recipe calls for 2 small red apples to be diced up. If you would like to add the apples, I would. They were fantastic. Also some toasted chopped pecans. I don't believe I toasted my pecans last time. It still was pretty good. I just tossed them in the way they were, but if you would like to toast them, kind of brings out the flavor a little bit in the pecans. It's delicious. And another option is goat cheese. And I cannot find crumbled goat cheese anywhere. I've been looking. So last time I made this, I decided to do feta cheese instead of the goat cheese, and it worked out really good. I like feta, so it was absolutely delicious in the vegetable salad. So if you can't find goat cheese or prefer not to use goat cheese and like feta cheese, it works great in this recipe as well. Okay, our dressing all mixed up and ready to go, so you can just set this aside. Get the other ingredients ready while our vegetables are cooking, and then get it all put together, and it will be delicious. Okay, our vegetables are done, so we need to get those out of the oven. Careful, it's hot. Those roast up beautifully. I love the way the bar pan cooks up some vegetables. Okay, so I'm going to transfer the vegetables to a bowl, preferably a heat-safe bowl. You don't want to put this in plastic. Okay, I've got our vegetables there. Okay, I've got my 2 red apples diced up. I did not peel the apples. Toss those in there. It's supposed to be 3/4 of a cup of pecans. If you choose this bag about 1/2 of a cup, it's a little less, that's okay. Got my feta cheese instead of my goat cheese, since I cannot find it. I would love to. Goat cheese is delicious. I would love to put goat cheese in here, but the feta works really well too. Okay, now we're going to take the dressing that we made earlier, give it another extra stir, make sure it's well blended. And we're going to drizzle that over the top. Also, if you made the wild rice that is included in this recipe, add that as well. I choose not to add the rice, although it probably is delicious in it. Now I'm going to use a spatula to get it all well mixed. And you can serve this warm as it is, or you can chill it in the fridge and serve it cold. So the first time I made this, I ate it directly after I finished it. It was still warm and it was really good. And the leftovers, I just went ahead and ate them cold, and it was still really good. So you can serve it either way. It is delicious, whichever way you prefer. If you prefer it warm or cold, for it cold, make it a little bit ahead of time so you can put it in the fridge so that it can chill. Okay. That's done. So now we're going to put this. That looks delicious. Now imagine putting that on the table for dinner instead of just plain roasted or plain steamed Brussels sprouts. You have this beautiful vegetable salad with apples, pecans, a delicious dressing. This is absolutely fantastic. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it, and have a great day.